Billions of years ago, the first life in the vast expanse of our Milky Way clawed into existence. On a planet known today as Terra, life would develop and prosper, green conquering the lands and a beautiful blue atmosphere enveloping the sky. Gleaming in the sunlight, it was truly alone. For countless years, life was at the mercy of the stars. Asteroid impacts, volcanic eruptions, gamma-ray bursts, you name it, life endured it. It evolved and took many forms, each filling a certain niche, until the humans came along. They had no natural weapons or advantages other than the sweat on their backs and the minds in their skulls. As luck would have it, turns out if you want to conquer the stars, that's all you need. Humans slowly grew in population and abilities. More tools led to more discoveries leading to new tools. The cycle continued for thousands upon thousands of years. Humans fought the elements, animals, disasters, and worst of all, themselves, until they became the undisputed top of the food chain. Enlightened to the existence of the universe around them, they searched the skies for others like them. They sent probes, radio waves, studied endlessly, all in the hopes of meeting someone just to know they weren't alone. The humans were very much alone, and very curious about the worlds around them. Slowly colonizing the planets and moons of their solar system, looking for signs of past life, finding nothing no matter where they searched. Population and prosperity boomed. Life was alive and well in the Sol system, and yet they wanted more. First, they went to Proxima Centauri, looking for life, looking for prospects for colonization. Luckily, a world with many of the properties of Earth was found there, lacking one crucial ingredient: life. Humans once again flourished and prospered, more and more systems being colonized and explored. Life was never found. Not even the basics of how life was theorized to start could be found anywhere, except for the humans. Innovation is driven by necessity, and the humans were in dire need. Thousands of years had passed since they first colonized multiple stars, yet no FTL had been discovered. At first, the travel times were acceptable. They could get to Proxima Centauri in a little over 5 years. But once humanity colonized stars hundreds of light years away, flaws tucked under the rug long ago were once again unearthed. Humanity had no way of communicating amongst itself. If this went unchecked, humanity might one day become irreparably separated from itself by language, culture, and even biology. This simply wouldn't do. Humans began experimenting on the most physics-breaking objects they knew of. Singularities, they began to experiment with them, using artificial black holes as wormholes to other places, with little success. Until one day, in the year of 4300 AD, a scientist cracked the code. Only when strange matter from the core of a neutron star was orbited at the edge of a singularity was FTL possible. It warped time and space into unrecognizable messes, creating many folds and holes in which a ship could go through, to a place as far away as its crew could imagine. Humanity was reunited and had a new sense of purpose: colonize and give life to the stars of the Milky Way. In the span of only a few thousand years, they had done it. Quintillions of humans on untold billions of planets. Their ingenuity brought life to a previously dead galaxy. Soon after, a new purpose gripped a weathered and aged humanity: to watch life develop and grow into great creatures like humanity once had. They retreated into the confines of the galactic core. Around Sagittarius A, they built a massive structure, capable of fitting the entire human population in a single construct. They brought with them Matryoshka brains capable of keeping their race immortal for the rest of time. For billions of years, they watched and waited patiently as life evolved on the planets they had seeded, watching from the shadows of their eternal home. They worked silently on the universe's greatest mysteries, solving the greatest problems, finding out how to prevent entropy and quantum tunneling, preventing the expansion of the universe from ripping apart all matter. They worked to ensure that the life they helped create would prosper for all eternity, for all the infinity they desired that life to live. When intelligence finally emerged on the worlds they planted amongst the stars, they were joyful but kept silent, observing and studying the history and life of the beings emerging out. They cataloged and observed the development of a total of 1,967,203 intelligent species in the Milky Way. Each one different from the last, each one with a different purpose and vision. For millions of years they watched as we developed, we looked for them, and when we finally found them, they said nothing. They continued observing, continued their silent protection. By now they had colonized billions of galaxies, populated them with life, and claimed the central black holes to observe and live in. We know all this because yesterday the entire galaxy was finally united. The entire galaxy decided to send a message to our glorious creators. It read, "We want to know more." What we got in return was more than we could have ever asked for. I have only scraped the surface in this short transcript, for human history spans billions of years before me. Thanks to what they have sent, however, I now know that it will last no longer than I, for we are now immortal. Their response was all the knowledge humanity had ever gained, too much data for all the storage we had in the galaxy to even attempt to store. Alongside it was the first direct message from our wonderful life-givers. We have watched, we have lived, we are proud, we are humanity.